welcome to another episode of the Theater Professor Vidcast. My name is Terry Dana-Chikimiak II, and I am the Theater Professor, and today we're going to be looking at an app called Paper by 53. But before we get into that, let me just introduce you to the website. If you're watching this on YouTube, then I encourage you to stop by www.thetheaterprofessor.com. Here you can check out all of my videos under the video tutorial section up here, along with podcasts and blogs. And you can quickly see everything that we've been doing over the past couple months. All right. One last thing. Of course, if you really enjoy this and you feel like you've gotten a lot of use out of it, I do these completely free for you guys, the audience, and I love doing them for free. But, of course, I'm always willing to try and upgrade my gear to make these even better. So stop over, if you would like, and become my patron on Patreon. Obviously, I can't talk. At that point, we're going to continue and head on to the actual tutorial today. Enjoy! Welcome once again to another one of our tutorials on art apps for the iPad. As you can see, I've got my iPad open to my Arts Apps section, and the one that we'll be looking at today is Paper by 53. Now, this is an app that's been around a little bit. A lot of people really enjoy it. It is a sketching app. It is not a full-blown art app like, say, ArtRage or Sketchbook or Art Studio or anything like that. It is more of a sketching app. It's a very nice program, and we're going to look at it. It's got some really cool things in it. So let's jump down. We're going to open it up. Now, Paper 53 you can get free. It comes very limited. What you'll see when you look at mine is that I have the full version. I have all the tools that come with it. It is an extra additional cost, so you do have to be aware of that, but there is the free version you are able to sketch. One of the coolest things about this app is that you can sort your things into notebooks. Okay? You'll see right now I have 4 notebooks. Oh, excuse me. I have 4 notebooks. They're looking really nifty. Cool covers. I did not draw the covers. You can pick covers. So let's go ahead and open one of our notebooks. Let's open this one, Journal. And I'm going to go scroll all the way to the beginning. So this is how the journal works. What you don't see right now is with my finger I'm touching, and this is where eventually what I'd like to do, moving my microphone, what I'd like to do is be able to get a second camera so you can actually see my hands move around too, but one step at a time. As I slide my finger to the left, I'm changing the pages. And that's really kind of cool because, this allows you to see everything that you've worked on very quickly. On top of that, if I were to pinch, it closes the book and I can switch to a different notebook. Boom. Okay. And again, I pinch, it closes it, I go to a different notebook. I don't know, some of these are when I started way back. Pinch, and I finally go to the last one. This is the one that comes with it. Okay, close it again. We're going to go over to my journal one. When you're ready to draw on one of the pages, so this is a blank page, you tap, and it opens up to the page. And as you can see down at the bottom, I have all of the tools. Like I said, if you download this, the free version, you do not have all the tools. Those are all apps or additional costs that you would have to purchase. Down here, the tools we have, obviously the first one is an eraser. I can't show you anything yet because I haven't drawn anything. The second one is an ink pen. And you can see, oh, you know what? There we go. You can see as I go back and forth, it tapers a little at the ends, a little thicker in the middle. The faster I move my pen, I can get bigger blobs. The slower, the thinner the line. Okay? So big blob, thin itty bitty line. Big blob, thin itty bitty line. Okay? That's the pen tool. Let's grab our erase tool. And we will erase the page, erase the page, It's I should purchase some music and maybe put that in there instead of me singing. The third tool is your pencil tool. Looks very much like what are those things called? Pencil. Good. Very, very simple. Has a good feeling of a pencil. Can't do a lot of shading with it. I mean, I guess you could, but it would take a long time. But you definitely can do some cross hatching with it, you know. Okay, third tool is kind of like a marker. So you can see. And even if I go fast, it stays the same. So it's different than our ink. See, our ink pen does that, and our marker does not. Now our fourth tool, actually, I'm just going to change pages. Cool thing about this. So you want a new sheet? To change page, you just slide from the left or the right. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to close this pinch to close. Yeah, thanks. Can I just close? How do you close you? That little, I don't need that tooltip. Yes, okay, there. Good. Oh, apparently I had to do that before. There we go. So changing pages. Okay, our next tool is kind of like an ink pen, like a ballpoint pen. Okay, you can see it's very thin, and speed of drawing doesn't really change anything on it. And then our next tool is the watercolor tool. Very pretty. Okay. Then we can erase all of it. Erase it! Notice that you can hide the bottom palette. So if you pick a tool and don't want it distracting, if you just grab it and slide down, it disappears. And then if you slide up from the bottom, whoop, whoop, there it is again. Okay, so the next part are the color palette and the color mixer. If you look at all the way to the right, you see I'm switching through color palette. Okay, notice the bottom here, they don't have any, because you can add colors. So for example, if I just grab, see me bringing it over, and I put it right there, boom. Okay, and then of course you can cover over top of that later on, just like I did there. Okay, but that's not really the cool part. The really cool part is the ability to color mix. So if you look at my little color mixer here that's between the watercolor and the palettes, I'm going to pick red first from the palette, and then I'm going to take my color mixer and start to rotate it. And what it's doing is it's adding that red as if you were mixing it. Boom. Now I have full red. Then if I grab, say, the yellow, now let's grab the blue here. And I start to mix. Notice the color changes gradually. It's not all at once. And if I rotate backwards, it goes back to the first color. I rotate back forward. We start to add the blue again. And then if I rotate back, so it'll always grab the last color if you rotate backwards. It's a great way to actually change the colors to your specific, like what you want to see. You can get a lot of different variations in there. And then again, you can then add that to your palette. Let's grab a green. Let's really screw this up. Boom. There we go. So let's say I like that color right there. If I grab my watercolor brush, that color isn't very discernible, so we'll grab a green here. Let's grab it. Yeah, that works. Okay, so there's my green, right? A note with the watercolor brush, if you move fast, so this is me moving fast almost over the entire screen, notice that, ooh, itchy noses. Notice that it just fades out, but if I move slow, and it's translucent, which means you can layer it. You don't have to, but I love layers, you know? Like Shrek. Shrek has layers, like an onion. Or parfait. Everybody loves parfait. If you haven't seen Shrek, go watch it, please. Here's purple. We can put some purple over it. Hold on one second. I've got my, oh, that's why. Bring that, oh, much better. Much prettier. There we go. My purple. Mix some purple. Oh, too far. There we go. And you see how this can be a lot of fun with the color mixer. I'm going to erase all this real quick. Now, one of the things you will have noticed is that I was unable to increase the size or decrease the size of any of these tools. The goal of this app is less about the increase or decrease of size. Okay, notice here you can turn on oh, I've got to turn on my Bluetooth. You can connect the pen that Paper 53 makes. I don't have that pen, so for me it's just going to spin like crazy like that. So, see, and then you can go to the store, and there it is. It's called Pencil. Think with your hands. The most natural and expressive tool for getting your ideas on paper. Available in walnut and graphite. Try sketch, outline, write, color, and the mixer for free while using the pencil. I don't have the pencil, so you won't see that. And here, you know, okay, so you can see I've purchased. That's the mixer. This is the watercolor. This is the write, so it acts just like a pen. This is your outline, you know, that little marker feel, your sketch with pencil, and then your draw with your ink pen. So those are all the tools, and you can see I got the Essentials kit. You see includes in the Essentials kit down at the bottom, and then actually the color mixer was separate, which is not included in the Essentials kit. So I actually purchased all of those. I just don't have the pencil. Okay. So how do I use Paper 53 in what I do in regards to art? Well, for me, it's a great quick sketching program. You can easily change your pages like so. Okay. You can easily change your pages. You can put down your ideas quickly. You know, create a little guy here. He's like, hello, my name is Guy. I have a neck. My neck is huge. I have shoulders. They're big too. I'm a shoulder guy. Okay. So that's what I love about it. If you look through my stuff, I usually use it just for quick sketches. This was in a coffee shop. This was, I don't even know what I was doing there. That's a blank page. This is in my living room. I was just sketching the TV when I was bored. This guy had a really boxy head, and I was testing out a bunch of the tools. This is me playing with the ink pen. Again, me just kind of playing with the tools, trying to learn it a little bit. Let me close this notebook. Oops, close. There we go. We'll switch to another notebook. This was a quick sketch. I know it doesn't look like much to you, but I know exactly where it is. It's across a lake. Me just kind of doodling a couch in my house, some comic-y guys, a quick sketch of the wife, figure sketch, and then Christmas tree last year. And this guy has really long legs. Oh, and then I did some quick. This is great because there's a program online that I use that shows bodies, like poses of people. So you can't say you want to do some figure drawing, but you don't have a model to stand there. Well, this will rotate through models who are in positions. So I was just kind of playing with lines, pencils, and trying to see what I could create. You can see and every time it would change, I would change. Again, this is my TV stand. I was trying to play with some of the colorings that time. But that's what it's for. This is not a full art program. This is something that you use to sketch some ideas. What you can do then, let's see. Okay, good. If I close this, you can hit that button. You can export to picture, camera roll, of course. Okay, open this journal to share a page. Then you select the service to export it, and then you can also print your own journal, which is kind of cool. Save background off. So I just saved it to camera roll. I wonder if it did anything. See, sometimes I'm learning these things with you guys, which is, oh, there it is. Ooh. I don't know why it's black like that. Because I didn't save the background, which is white. I should have saved the background. See, you learned things all the time. So what we can do is, let's open to a page. Let's save this page. Oh, okay. I don't want to share it to Twitter or anything. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to save it to save to camera roll. And we want background on. And now let's look at our camera roll, which I bet it's right there. Oh, it saved all of the pages. Okay, so there we go. Oh, this is so interesting. I don't like I don't like that. I'm going to delete all those pictures because I'm evil. And then again, you can share to services. You can email it to yourself. You can send it to another app. Let's see what happens when we send it to another app. What other apps can we send it to? Okay, I keep clicking it, but it doesn't want to send it to another app. And then of course you can print a book, and that I believe takes you to a website. I don't generally print my books, but if you wanted one, if you wanted to, you could easily. Tell me it's not saving all 26 pages to my camera roll. Okay, it's not. Oh, maybe it is. I did. It's saving all 26 pages. Look at that. And then it's going to do it a second time because I was dumb and did it a second time. Okay, well, I'll have to go back in and delete all those. Let me close that back up. Close it back up. And apparently, oh, no, cancel. All my books disappeared. And this is what happens. Okay, so Paper 53, Paper by 53 was recently updated. So let's add a journal. Or we could close the program. I knew it was one of those two things. We'll open the program back up because apparently it hates me. And the best part about this is I don't edit this. I'm going to keep all this in here. So if we wanted to create a new notebook, we hit the plus sign. And we can if we hit the I button, we can choose our cover. So let's choose a nifty color like Red Waves, okay? You could even choose a photo. So if you wanted to, you could click your photo button, scroll button, like me, scroll button, and it's 1, 2, 3. I like this picture. I can move and resize it. Click done. And there, that is that could be, it's a pretty picture, isn't it? It's across that same lake that I did a sketch in. That can be the cover for it. And then, you pick a page, pick a peck of pickled peppers, and we can draw. We can draw, maybe. We draw a box. I'm feeling boxy. There we go. A very bad box. I've got to remember to try not to draw while I'm trying to hold with one hand and talk into a mic. All right. So this is essentially it for Paper by 53. It's a good sketching program. That's right. There, pinch. Close it. Oh, the other thing they've added, there's a stream. You can actually follow different creators. You can share your own ideas, and you can star ideas. So if I click on the stream here, and let's, I don't know, just let me look at some of these, see which one we'll pick this one, right? I can star it, and this is new. Oh yeah, you can remix too. I remember this. So I'm essentially loading this onto my iPad, and now I can come in here and remix it. So let's just do like let's grab my pencil, draw something. Okay, I will. There we go. Oh, another thing. See the big circle there. So let me explain what this is. I'm going to click outside of it. If you go and, oops. Come on. Oh, bugger. There we go. Rewind. I'll explain rewind in a minute too. Okay. If you go and zoom in or pinch outwards, right? It'll create this big little circle here that is essentially a zoom in. Okay, this is the only way you're going to be able to zoom. Okay, hold on. Do my little poorly drawn eye. Then if I see, so I'm able to zoom in and do things like that. And then when and as you can read in the note up there, it says pinch to continue when finished. So we can now share this, right? So share our remix. I click it, It's loading up. Wait for it to load. So there's kind of a social aspect which has been added recently. So now, just now, I've added, oops, as I hit my microphone, I added this one. Here's some other remixes. If you kind of scroll through, other people have done things to it as well. And any of these you could then star. So let's star this one. Okay. And then if we zoom back out again, and I come over to the star one, here's one I starred. Okay. Zoom back out. And then here's my remix, the one that I did. Okay. And again, this is kind of a little social aspect that they added. And the way you get to it is when you're on this page, if you pull down, you get to this stream section. And notice how my remix up there is the first one because I was probably the last person to do it. And you could scroll through and look at any of these and, again, grab any one of them and start to remix it. It's an interesting little thing that, again, a nice little social aspect. I think it's kind of cool. You know, you could click on this one. That's a fun one. I'm going to star that one because I like it. Zoom back out, and I'll go look at my ones I've starred. And I've starred that one, and I've starred this one. Oops. Let's see if there are any remixes to this one. There are, see? Lots of remixes to this one. So it's an like I said, interesting little social tool. Allows you to share things and let other people remix your stuff. Going back to our notebook, I'm going to open it back up. So two things. I want to talk about this rewind. See how it pops up? Oops. I'm going to draw a couple things. Voomp, 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 voomp. Rewind is two fingers. You press down and you start to spin in a counterclockwise fashion. And you can rewind all the way back to where you were when you opened this. Understand that if you close the notebook, closed, and then come back in, I have to close, open. Now it seems like that it still works even with that. So my guess is, let me close the app. Open it back up. And now let's see if I can still rewind. Nope. Okay, so once the app closes, you're no longer able to rewind to remove or undo. All right? So that's something to be aware of. So you have the undo now, which is two fingers down and rotating. And then if you zoom in, that's when you get our big circle where we can then edit detail. So for example, say I wanted to do like a circle here, a circle here, a circle here, a circle here. And as I get closer to the edge, it actually extends. Look at that, extends all the way out. And then I pinch back in, and there are my circles. And we're back to being able to edit it. All right, that is about it with Paper 53. Again, a wonderful, wonderful little sketching app. You do have a little icon of your own up here, which shows you your account. You know, I'm signed in right now with the Theater Professor account. Paper, you know, all this stuff, Pogo Connect, presentation mode, etc. Your pencil, which I don't have, doesn't affect me. Your mixes, support, and then of course the shop, which goes to a web page. Okay, which I'm not going to go to because I don't need anything from it right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that is it for Paper 53. It's a good program. I say check it out. Again, the initial version is free, comes with some very basic features, but it'll allow you to get your hands wet and kind of play with it to see if it's something that you want to purchase. If you do purchase it, if I remember correctly, now I've had it for a while now, so I don't remember correctly, but if I remember correctly, it wasn't too expensive. The additions, they're like $2.99 and $5.99 for the paint mixer and then the full set of design tools. All right, that's it for me today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at www.thetheaterprofessor.com. Click the feedback button and boom, you can leave me some feedback. Also, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to leave a comment. Or even better, let us see what you guys are doing in these apps that I'm sharing with you and tutorializing. I like that verb. It's not a verb. That's going to be it for this week's art app. Remember to tune in on Friday for our continuation of ArtRage for the desktop, as well as check out any blog posts and podcasts that pop up this week. My name is Terry Danichikimiak II. And I am the Theater Professor.